Welcome to the session Status Blockchain R&D Center orientation. Hope you all are
Hello,
in a
ma'am.
good
Good
health
afternoon, ma'am.
and doing very well. Good afternoon. Okay, let me share my screen. I'm Satya Karki. First, I'll share my screen, okay? My PPT is visible, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go to today's agenda. First, we'll go through the objective and the purpose of our Stratis R&D Center, and then I will talk about the blockchain course, what we will be covering in our blockchain course, and then I will introduce to the blockchain, and we will talk about the purpose of the blockchain, why we need the blockchain, what are the features blockchain provides, and then we will go for the introduction to the Stratis and its platform, and we'll talk about the future scope of the blockchain. Then I will show the some use cases of the blockchain in the India market with some data, and then I will talk about how the blockchain market is growing these days, and we'll talk about the benefits of the learning blockchain, and then finally we will go for the Q&A session, question and answering session. Okay, the main objective of this R&D is opening the R&D center is to familiarize the students with the blockchain technology and development. And another objective is to provide environment to learn, innovate, and develop the blockchain-based application. And to make the students, the last one is to make the student ready for the industry level blockchain development, which will help students to build their career in the blockchain industry. These are the main purpose and the objective of the opening the Stratis R&D Center in GL Bajaj.
Guys, please make sure no one is unmuting themselves. If you have any question, please feel free to post in the chat box. Thank you.
Okay, let me continue. In the blockchain course, student will learn the blockchain, its concept, its the design and the architecture. Then student will learn the .NET and will do the lab on the .NET. And then student will get familiar with the Stratis platform. We will cover the introduction of the Stratis platform, and then student will get the familiar with the smart contract. What is the smart contract? How to implement a smart contract? What are the use cases of the smart contracts? Those things will be covered in the course. And then student will get the familiar and ready to do the project using either Unity SDK or noise आ रहा है. Can you please mute yourself? And then student get familiar and ready to. Can you please mute yourself?
Guys, if anyone unmutes them, he or she will be thrown out of the meeting. Make sure you're not making disturbance in the webinar.
And then we will do lab and project on the Stratis blockchain. Overall, at the end of the semester, students will be ready to do the industry level project using the blockchain technology. This is all about the course structure. Now, let me go to the introduction of the blockchain. Blockchain is.
Just a minute. Deepak, can you please mute yourself? Only Deepak is there who's unmuting and making disturbance. If guys, please be serious about the webinar. Thank you, Satya. You can continue.
Okay. Okay, I'm continuing. Blockchain is one of the fastest growing cutting edge of technology. Many enterprise and the corporate organizations are looking into the use cases and implementation of the blockchain technology. Some of the organizations have already implemented in their projects. And blockchain is a distributed ledger which keeps all the transactions, and those transactions in the blockchains are immutable. Once the transaction is done, we cannot reverse it back, and we cannot manipulate any data in the blockchain. In blockchain, the cluster of the data is kept in a block that has a unique identifier and a history. Blocks keep the transaction information, for example, the date, time, amount, and the digital signature of the user. Blockchain is a connection of the computers within a network, and it follows the P2P protocol. Blockchain is a decentralized solution that uses a decentralized database, and the applications designed on the blockchain technology that we call the DApp. DApp is a term that we use for the decentralized application. And if the solution or application is related with the finance, then we use the term DeFi, decentralized finance. Blockchain uses the consensus rules to make sure data is consistent across the nodes. It uses the cryptography, which ensures the participant to trust the data. There are different types of the blockchain. The first one is a public blockchain. In the public blockchain, it is a decentralized with no single authority on the network. All the transactions in this type of the blockchains are visible to the any node on the networks. Everything is visible to the all the nodes available and who are using this blockchain. The first blockchain network was created for the Bitcoin, which is a public blockchain. I think all of us are known to the Bitcoin. And initially, the blockchain was designed and developed for the Bitcoin, and later on, the use cases and implementations has grown, and the blockchain is used in the several other sector and other projects also. And the second one type of the blockchain is private. The transaction is not visible to the any node on the network in this type of the private blockchain. Only if we have a trust on the participant, then we can invite some participant to access the information stored in the blockchain. Public means everyone connected in the node, they can see the everything in the network. But in the private, only certain users of the blockchain, they can only see the information. That also we have to give the permission and allow them. Third one is a hybrid. Hybrid, by the name, it's a combination of the private and the public, where we can keep the some process private and the some processes public. When we need to share some informations to all the nodes and all the users, then we have to use the private. When you want to give the access to the certain users or the certain nodes, then we need the public. Sometimes we need to give some information to the certain users and some informations to all the nodes, so that in this type of situation, we need to use the hybrid model. And in this model, the blockchain members can decide who can participate or which transaction to make a public or which transaction to make a private. Let's go to the purpose of the blockchain, why we need, how it came. Blockchain, there are several purposes of the blockchain. I will highlight only the few of them. The first one is security and the decentralization. Decentralization means the database of the blockchain is not centralized, and there is no central authority to control the data and information in the blockchain. And blockchain provides the privacy, transparency, and trust among the users. Blockchain increases the trust, security, transparency, and the traceability of the data shared across a network. Security means the blockchain keeps users' data safe through the use of the cryptography to code and decode the messages, digital signature, private and the public keys to access the data, and the immutable nature of the append only database, that is the blockchain. Once the transaction is confirmed and transaction is completed, it cannot be reversed back. Decentralization is a transfer of the decision-making power and assignment of the accountability and responsibility to all involved parties for the results. There is no central authority to control the system and data in the blockchain, so it's a safe and data is secure. Privacy means the internet privacy concerns the rights and the policies related with the data that can be used to identify an individual, specifically storing, repurposing, provisioning to the third parties, and displaying of the said information. The categories of the data are personally identifying information, PII, or the non-personally identifying information, non-PII information, such as the site visitors' behavior on the networks. The blockchain provides these types of the privacy on the data. Transparency means the blockchain is a public registry of who owns what and who transacted the what. It is transparent to all the nodes and all the users. This auditable shared ledger makes it is possible for anyone to track the movement of the transactions and resulting balances throughout the network. And the last one is trust. Trust is the cornerstone of the any transaction or anything. Without the trust, nothing can be the possible. We cannot do the any transaction. We cannot believe the service provider on our data. With the blockchain, trust is established through the mass collaboration and clever code rather than through a powerful institution that does the authentication and settlement. Cryptography and consensus are the two of the features of the blockchain, which makes us to trust the data while transacting safely. Okay, I would like to highlight some points in the future scope of the blockchain technology. Blockchain experts, developers will be in a huge demand in the future. Now also they are in a huge demand and highly paid than the other developers. There will be the huge research and the PhD positions in the future. Presently also, you can find the several research positions for the blockchain technologies and the smart contract developers, blockchain developers. There will be the more implementation of the blockchain in a banking and the finance in the future. In future, the smart contract for the better law and the regulations will be implemented more. And blockchain technology will be implemented in the government sectors. Several governments all around the world is doing the research how they can implement and secure their process and the system using the blockchain technology. And similarly, there will be more national cryptocurrencies in the future. All the countries will build their own cryptocurrencies in the future. So everyone is doing the research and bringing the policies, how they can implement this thing. Additionally, there will be the more companies and the solutions based on the blockchain in the future. Finally, blockchain will be implemented for Internet of the Things connection. Now let's take a break from the blockchain and I will go for the introduction of the Stratis platform. I will play short introduction video of the Stratis platform. Stratis Group is a UK-based blockchain technology company which provides the platform for the CSAP and the .NET blockchain solutions. It is founded in 2016. We Stratis provide both the public and the private blockchain. I already described what is public blockchain and what is private blockchain. Stratus empowers the developers to build the enterprise-grade blockchain solutions for the current industries by utilizing their CSAP and .NET skill sets, because the Stratus blockchain is based and developed on the Microsoft technology using the .NET framework. Our blockchain is easy to learn, adapt, and integrate with the new and existing enterprise applications. Stratus offers the different products like full node, smart contract, sidechain, digital identity, distributed ledger technology, DLT, and many more. We provide the blockchain as a service that we call the BaaS, blockchain as a service, and this is available on the Microsoft Azure as well. We provide all the necessary platform, technologies, infrastructure to build and implement the enterprise level blockchain solution. We provide all the learning resources, materials, and the supports so that developers with no previous experience can pick up and become the proficient with blockchain technology in a short space of time. Stratus blockchain is open source and anyone can visit our GitHub and Academy for the learning. You don't need to worry that I cannot learn blockchain is difficult. How I will do? We are here to help you and provide you the learning materials, support you and guide you. Let me show you how all the solutions and the projects are the open source. You can go and check in the GitHub, github.com and slash the status project. If you search, you can see all the projects of our company. That's all available here. You can have a look and check also. This one is a status full node. This is a core of our blockchain. We can say it's a backbone of the blockchain also. So all the core things are available here. If you want explore it, you can go and check. If someone has a .NET experience and the knowledge, they can contribute as a community member also. It's a open source. Anyone can go and suggest and give their feedback and do the coding by doing the fork from here. You will be able to get the project in your GitHub, and from there you can make any changes. If there is any bug, any improvement on the course, that also you can do and you can commit. Our team will review and merge into the source. So you can see all the projects, whatever the projects you have interest, and if you find any fault or the box in our projects, that you can contribute. It's all open source. Okay, let me come back to my slide. Stratis platform provides the Unity SDK, PyStratus smart contract in a C#. Stratis Unity SDK is for the game development. You can use the Unity SDK to develop the game using Stratis blockchain technology. Additionally, PyStratus for the Python developers. If you are familiar with the Python, then you can use the PyStratus to develop the blockchain application using the Stratus platform. A smart contract is a computer program where the parties have consent on the predetermined condition of the agreement. A smart contract stores and executes in the blockchain network. It runs when the predefined conditions are met. Stratus blockchain platform is a .NET platform for the .NET and the C# developers. We can develop the smart contract in a C# using Stratis smart contract template in the Visual Studio. I will give the assignment for you at the end of these sessions to set up the smart contract template and follow the one articles by yourself. And if you will not be able to do that, then we can plan the next session for that lab also. A smart contract can be used in a finance, voting, gaming, delay repay scheme, and many more. Stratus offers the following products: digital identity, distributed ledger technology, realty and STO platform, supply trust, Unity Gaming SDK. Digital identity provides a complete end-to-end solution for decentralized authentication and the authorizations. Anyone know what is authentication and authorization? Can you please raise your hand? Anyone know what is authentication and authorization? Okay, can you please explain what is authentication? You can unmute and say if you know it. Ratan Gupta has raised hand. Can you please explain? Okay, let me tell what is authentication and authorization. Authentication means when we enter to the any system or any software, we use our username and the password. To taking that username and the password, this process we call the authentication. And once we log into the system also, there can be the several features and the categories inside the system. And which area or the which features are allowed to give this user access, or what permissions he or she has, that is we call the authorization. Let me take the real life example. If you want to enter to your house, there is a gate. You need to open the you need to अपने घर में एंट्री करने के लिए चाबी लेना पड़ेगा। चाबी से अपना गेट खोलेंगे तभी आप अपने घर पे एंट्री कर सकते हैं। उस प्रोसेस को ऑथेंटिकेशन कहते हैं सिस्टम में। जब आप घर पे एंट्री करते हैं, किसी घर पे एंट्री करने के बाद घर के इनसाइड 4-5 रूम होगा। किस रूम पे एंट्री करना चाहिए इस यूजर को, और all the every rooms are allowed to enter for this user or not, which room is allowed only to enter for this person, that types of the things we call the authorization. I think I'm making you clear what is authentication. And the authorization means the permission to allow in your campus, in your institution also, there can be the one software system. And once the user login, student will have different features to use that system, and the teachers will have different features to use the system, and your account or administrative group will have different features and different files, folders to access and do their tasks. That permission is we call the authorization, and entry to the system we call the authentication. Once you are authenticated also, you have the system has to authorize the user with permission to allow you. Okay, let me go back to the blockchain things. This identity, digital identity is and the identity and the access management on the blockchain. It manages the access and the identity of the user. Let's take another example. When presenting a personal identification card, if आपको कहीं पे अपना एज प्रूव करना चाहिए, और एज प्रूव करने के लिए आपने कहीं कुछ प्रोसेस है, उसके लिए अपना पासपोर्ट और नेशनल आईडी कार्ड देते हैं। उस वक्त आपको अपनी एज मात्र प्रूव करना है, लेकिन आपने पूरा पासपोर्ट अपना आईडी कार्ड देंगे, आपका नाम होगा, एड्रेस होगा, फादर्स के नेम होंगे, सब इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सपोज होगा. But in digital identity, we can only access the what information is needed at the point. If you want to show only the age, then we can get the only age. If we want to show only the address, address is only required there, then we can give the only address. आपका सभी इंफॉर्मेशन रिवील नहीं होगा. जो इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए वही इंफॉर्मेशन आप दिखा सकते हैं इस डिजिटल आइडेंटिटी यूज करके. And this digital identity are also based on the blockchain. So the every information is secure in the blockchain. Okay, let me go back to the another product. Distributed ledger technology keeps the data on a network of the computers around the world and secures the information. It removes the traditional centralized database system as like the current banking and the financial solutions. Uh, अभी के बैंकिंग और फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन में जब हम अकाउंट खोलते हैं, लोन लेते हैं, सभी इंफॉर्मेशन, सभी डॉक्यूमेंट बुझाते हैं, वो सब डॉक्यूमेंट बैंक के डेटाबेस पे रहता है। बैंक का आईटी ग्रुप होता है, एडमिन आईटी में भी एडमिन ग्रुप होता है, मैनेजमेंट ग्रुप होता है, सब कुछ दिस डेटा पे कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। दे कैन मैनिपुलेट एंड अपडेट द इंफॉर्मेशन, एवरी इंफॉर्मेशन एज केप्ट ऑन द बैंक सिस्टम. So in distributed ledger system, it keeps on the blockchain, and the data is distributed among the computers connected in the network, and all the data are encrypted and the secure. So this distributed ledger technology removes the current centralized database system that is used in the bank and financial institutions and the other software systems also. So STO is a security token management platform. It's a turnkey blockchain solutions that offers the simple management of the user compliance, fund management, and the token issuance. Supply Trust provides the management and the ecosystem for your customers on the supply chain management process. The Unity Game SDK enables the gaming developers to design, build, and deploy the games using the existing programming languages within a familiar environment. Unity is a cross-platform game engine with a built-in IDE developed by the Unity Technologies, and it is used to create video games for the web plugins, desktop platform, consoles, and the mobile devices. How many of you know about the Unity SDK, Unity game development? Is there anyone who knows the Unity game development? Is there anyone who know the Unity game development? I saw Nitin is there. He's Unity developer. Is there anyone from the Bajaj side, students? Okay, Ratan Gupta has still raised his hand. Okay, Unity is a cross-platform game engine with a built-in IDE developed by the Unity Technologies. And using this Unity, you can develop the games for the desktop, web, console, and the mobile devices. Okay, let's go to how we can use the blockchain in the game. Blockchain will change the way games are created, managed, and played in the future. When we use the blockchain in the game, then the system is decentralized, means that the game is not owned and controlled by the central authority, but by the players and the users who possesses the digital assets and the game objects. Blockchain can be used in a gaming for buying the sword, shield. When you play the game, you may need in some game you may need the sword and the shields. To buy those sword and shield, we can use the crypto wallet or cryptocurrency to buy the swords, and that way we can implement the blockchain. And we can another way is to prizes as a crypto. Once the player own the match, we can give the prize through the crypto. And when we some user entry make a entry to the game, उसके उस टाइम में भी हम एंट्री चार्ज ले सकते हैं क्रिप्टो वॉलेट के थ्रू. इस वजह से we can implement the blockchain in the game. So now let's go how we can get started. Okay, as I already mentioned, we have academy. Our projects are all the open source, and you can go and check the code and the projects also. Let me show how you can get started. Okay, this is our academy.status platform. Here we provide all the resources and the learning materials. Through this blockchain overview, you can get all the overview of the blockchain and the theoretical part. What is Bitcoin, revolution in the blockchain, and what is blockchain key features and those things. And we have architecture references. What is blockchain architecture that you can explore under this category. And we provide all the developer resources to get Stratis, the development task. Under this, you can go and check the developer resources, API references, PyStatus references. We have a PyStatus also for the Python developers. I think all the students have already taken the Python course in the previous semester. आप लोग Python से familiar होंगे. तो आप दिस पाई स्टेटस यूज कर सकते हैं अपने प्रोजेक्ट में. So smart contract, all the informations, all the materials are available here. Beside this, from the CSAB corner also, you can get articles. Let me show you. Let me go to home page first. Under this technologies, if you want to know about the blockchain, you can go to the blockchain category from the technology. First go to technology and select the technology blockchain. Then you will get all the articles related with the blockchain to get the basic knowledge on the blockchain. And then you can go to the Stratis platform if you want to explore only on the Stratis platform. Here is a category. Let me show you Stratis blockchain. So here you can select the articles, you can select the blogs. Right now, no resources and the videos are there. Some news are here, articles and the blogs are there. Here I have written the 3 simple ways to get started with the Stratis blockchain development. This one also you can check how you can make your system and create the private blockchain in your computers and start the development. And there are the 3 methods I have explained. So you can select any one of the methods from here. And this one is implementing a smart contract in ASP.NET. This is a little bit advanced level. You can follow this later on. First, you go through this one. And this one also for the getting started. You can go and check this getting started with the Stratis smart contract in the CSAP. Here I have explained how you can set up the smart contract template in the Visual Studio. Okay, how many of you know Visual Studio and are familiar with the .NET? Can you please raise your hand? Is there anyone who is familiar with the Visual Studio? Okay. Arsit Misra, Nitin Kumar. Rohit Gupta. Okay. Then it will be easy for you if you are already familiar with the Visual Studio. So here I have explained how you can set up the smart contract template. This article also you can check. And this is related with the staking. This was about the hackathon. And this one is how to integrate the blockchain in the e-commerce site. Here I have shown the one use cases of the blockchain in e-commerce site, and I have done some examples showing the how you can check out your cart from the e-commerce site and use your crypto wallet to pay for your items. This is done in the Angular. So you will get the idea how to pay in the e-commerce side. This is a one example use cases, and sure the bank has written this article, build the voting smart contract on the Stratis platform, how we can use the blockchain in the voting system and secure the voting system. That is explained here with some code examples and the test that you can also have a look. But this may be the advanced level for you now at the end of your semester or the middle of the semester. Once you get the familiar with the Stratis blockchain, then you can check this one also. Just for the overview and the use cases, you can check now also. And this was for the hackathon that we did last time. And for the Python developer and who has experience and the interest on the Python, he or she can check this article written by the Rohit sir, how to integrate the blockchain in the Python application. This is available here. You can have a look. And this is by the Nitin, how to integrate the Stratis blockchain in the Unity game, how you can use the blockchain in the game. He has described here. And this is for the integrating the API in your custom application by me. You can also have a look if you have a time and the interest for this. And this one is a write your first smart contract on the Stratis blockchain. This is the getting started type of things, and this will give you the lots of the knowledge and the experience if you do this. I will talk about this later, and I will give one assignment on this article. Okay, let me go back to my slides. So in this way, you can get started with the blockchain learning thing. Okay, let's talk about the Stratis Build Hackathon. How many of you have already registered and interested to take part in the hackathon? Are there anyone who has registered and started the work for the hackathon? Okay, Rohit and Nitin Kumar. Is there any student from the GL Bajaj side who has already registered? Okay, Harshita. Kriti Jaiswal. Kajal. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Smita. That's great. Are you facing any issue or the problem? If you have any issue or the problem, you can talk here also, or you can join and directly contact with me also, and you can join our Discord channel, and we have a support team for the hackathon support. We will provide you the support if you need any help, assistance, or anything you are having the problem in your work, then we will guide you. Okay, you can contact directly me, Rohit, or our Discord channel is there. You can join and raise your concern or the issue there. Our team will help you. Anyone want to say anything regarding the hackathon issue? Okay, I think nothing to discuss here. Okay, let me show if. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful session, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, if you have any issue, you can directly contact me, Rohit, or our support team. Okay, let me show if others are also want to join the hackathon. I will show if they are new here for this session and they missed the last session. Yeah, from the Stratis dev post, you can open the stratis.devpost.com and you will get the details of the hackathon. First, you can join from here for the hackathon. Still 45 days is remaining for the deadline. So still there is a time. If you have an interest, then you can join today or tomorrow also. There is still, you have a time. And all the requirements and what to do, what to build, this all information is available here, and how to submit, what is the requirement, And the prices, see the prices is attractive, $100K prices. So there is nothing to lose. If you join, there is no entry fee. It's a free. So there is nothing to lose. You will at least get the knowledge how the Stratis blockchain works, and you will get the idea on the blockchain. So here we have added the getting started tab. From here you can get all the information how you can get started also. And if you face any issue also, you can contact us. So let me go back to the slide.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Okay, let me. Can you please mute?
Sorry, ma'am.
Can you please mute yourself? If you don't have anything to talk, please mute yourself. Okay, I will continue to my presentation. Okay, let's go for the use cases of the blockchain in India market. This image reveals the blockchain use cases in the financial service industry in India market. Here we can see the blockchain use cases. We can use the blockchain in the capital markets. Under the capital markets also we can use for the trade settlement, faster transfer of the securities and the payments, and the reducing the trading cost by removing the intermediaries, and commercial papers issuance and the trading purpose. This is another category under the capital markets where we can implement the blockchain. In banking industry for trade finance, regulatory reporting and the compliance, we can use the blockchain. Similarly, for the insurance industry, underwriting purpose, we can use the blockchain, and claiming your insurance processing. For that also, we can use the smart contract enable fraud claims or handling the processes. For that purpose, we can use blockchain. And digital identity, I already mentioned or describe what is digital identity and what is its purpose and how does it works. For digital identity management also we can use the blockchain. And customer onboarding, we can use the blockchain. This is the data I have taken. This is the image I have taken from the investindia.gov.in. Let me go to the another use cases of the blockchain in India market. This is also I have taken from the investindia.gov.in. This image reveals that how the blockchain can be used in the non-financial services industry in the India market. Under this non-financial services, we can use in the retail and CGP, oil and the gas sector, we can use the blockchain. And in healthcare and life sciences, we can use the blockchain. In telecommunication sector, public sector, we can use the blockchain. Okay, let's go to the other use cases of the blockchain. We can use the blockchain in the other sector also that is not mentioned in the image that I have taken from the investindia.gov.in. We can implement the blockchain in the international trade and the commodities. We can use in the supply chain management, energy identity management, Internet of the Things, government sector and the projects we can use, healthcare and the medicine, automotive, gaming, NFTs, DeFi, and the crypto exchanges, we can use the blockchain. Use cases of the blockchains are not limited only to this. We can brainstorm and bring the ideas to implement the blockchain in another sector as well. You can also आप लोग भी कुछ रिसर्च कर सकते हैं, अपने आइडिया ले सकते हैं और इनोवेट कर सकते हैं, where you can use and implement the blockchain. That you can also do. If you bring, that will be the great. Okay, what is metaverse? Do anyone know what is metaverse? Rohit sir, do you know what is metaverse? Okay, Kriti Jaiswal. Yeah, Rohit
So I
sir.
think the student. So since there's a lot of buzz about Meta going on with like Facebook changing their name to Meta, so metaverse
Hmm.
is something where we are virtually living in a virtual reality. Metaverse is a kind of a thing where we are creating the real world into the virtual world with the gears and everything.
Okay, thank you. And why we are talking about the metaverse here? Metaverse uses the blockchain. That's why we are talking about the metaverse. Okay, let me explain what is metaverse. Metaverse is an online 3D virtual environment where people can play games, build the things, socialize, work, and even trade and own the assets using the crypto. We can go to the virtual world, enjoy there, and we have to use goggles and a headset to go to the virtual world. That is the metaverse uses the AR/VR and the blockchain technology, and this is also the one use cases of the blockchain, and the market is growing. That's what I want to show here about the what is metaverse. And some virtual assets in the metaverse are managed using the blockchain technology and traded using the crypto wallet. Is there anyone who doesn't use Facebook? आप लोग में से कोई है जिसने फेसबुक नहीं यूज करते हैं? I think all of us are using the Facebook and we are familiar with the Facebook. कोई भी नहीं है यहाँ पे जिसने फेसबुक नहीं यूज करते हैं. ओके. Why has Facebook rebranded its name to Meta? Do the anyone know? We all know that Facebook has rebranded its name to the Meta. आप लोगों को पता है क्यों फेसबुक ने अपना ब्रांड चेंज किया है मेटा पे? Okay, Pragya has raised a hand. Can you see why it has changed? और आपको सिर्फ मालूम है इसने चेंज किया है ब्रांड? Okay, let me go. Metaverse will be the future of the work, education, as well as the social network. Facebook Meta has declared that Metaverse will be available for the work, educational, and the social purpose. So, in the future, our working culture, work environment, educational teaching style, and the social purpose also will be changed using the metaverse. We will use the virtual world, virtual reality, and the augmented reality, and our physical environment. So the life will be changed. That's why the Facebook also planning, and it has declared that metaverse will be available for the work, education, and the social purpose in the future, and we will be able to use that feature in the Facebook as well in the future. That's what Facebook has announced. And similarly, Microsoft also will bring the metaverse in the Microsoft Teams soon, through which we will be able to do meeting using our avatar in the virtual meeting room. That's what the Microsoft has also announced. They will bring the metaverse and Microsoft Mesh in the Teams very soon. And all this metaverse uses the AR, VR, and the blockchain. This is what I wanted to show how the blockchain market is growing in the recent days. Okay, what is NFT? Do anyone know about the NFT? किसी को मालूम है NFT क्या है? I think Rohit sir no.
So Harshit raised his hand. So Harshit, would you like to answer?
Yeah, whatever you can explain.
Ma'am, NFT is like digital art and be distinct with others copyright.
हाँ ठीक है NFT means आप ना डिजिटल आर्ट और द पेपर आर्ट ऑल्सो आप पिक्चर लेके डिजिटल बना के उसको कहीं पे अपलोड कर NFT मार्केट प्लेस पे अपलोड कर सकते हैं वहाँ से कीन बेच कर सकते हैं any digital contents that you can put into the NFT marketplace and you can trade there using the crypto wallet and the blockchain technology. Okay, let me go back to my presentation. Yeah, NFT non-fungible tokens are the unique work of art. ये यूनिक होना चाहिए और का डुप्लीकेट कॉपी करके आप एक नहीं कर सकते हैं अपने on art hona chahiye, on photograph or any digital content that has no duplicate copy and can be traded in the online. And NFT has become the craze among the people in 2021. NFT is traded in online and it uses the blockchain. You can use your crypto wallet to put your artwork or your article, also your video, your song that you can upload into the NFT marketplace using your crypto wallet and your crypto wallet address, through which you can trade and you can earn the money. You can sell and buy. Our Stratis platform also going to launch its first NFT marketplace soon, where probably it will be on the January 2022, where you can buy and sell your digital unique content using the crypto wallet. Nowadays, there are scope and the demand of the NFT designers and the developers as well. Several celebrities are also going to make NFT. Last time I saw that Salman Khan's NFT coming soon, that advertisement. Maybe some of the attendees in these sessions I have also seen our Bollywood celebrities. They are also going to make their art and they are hiring some NFT designers and making that and they are going to sell through the NFT marketplace. Okay, let me go to the one NFT articles. Okay, this is the what is NFT, non-fungible tokens, and why NFTs are so popular today. This is the article written by our Corner founder Mahesh Shah. Here you will get all the idea what is NFT and how you can trade it. See this Jack Dorsey's first tweet. This was sold for the $2.95 million. This one tweet has sold on this much price. And this video NFT trading platform valuables that this is sold on this much USD. And this is the another NFT that was sold for $69.3 million. And this is another NFT sold for $6.6 million. This is just a crossroad. So this is another video. This is sold for $1.33 million. So this has become the craze and people are posting, creating their artwork or any digital content and selling through the NFT marketplace and earning so much of money. These types of designs are also selling on $1 billion. So if you have a skill on designing also, you can become the NFT designer and developer. And there is a high demand of the NFT designer and developer these days as this NFT market is growing so rapidly. Okay, now let's come back and what are the benefits of learning blockchain? Let's talk about this. As blockchain is one of the fastest growing cutting edge of technology, this is the learning the blockchain is an opportunity to learn the latest cutting technology. And the students will get a chance to explore the .NET and the C# because our Stratis platform .NET is based on the our blockchain is based on the .NET and the C#, and we have a Unity game SDK. So you will get a chance to explore the Unity game development, and Pi status also there. So that's the chance for you to explore and make some project, or there are a choice that you can select and go for the .NET platform only for your project, or if you are really the game lover and the game development keen, then you can use the Unity SDK and develop. That is another opportunity. And if you are a Python developer and good in the Python, then you can choose the Pi status. Overall, you will get the blockchain knowledge, and there is an internship and job opportunity for the good performing students also. So that is also the another benefit. Another benefit is a blockchain developer and experts are highly paid, that I already mentioned also. So that is the benefit. Once you complete the course, and if you get the deep knowledge and the experience on the blockchain, there is a chance that you will get the job internship opportunity, or you will earn the highly paid salary. And the less skilled resource and the ample opportunities are available in the market these days, and a high market demand is there. Okay, now let's go to the question and answering session. Do anyone has any questions? Students, do we have any questions, query? You can raise your hand and you can speak if you have any question, or you can text here also. If you feel uncomfortable in talking, you can text and you can talk with us later also. Any questions, query, student? आप लोगों ने क्या क्या बुझा ब्लॉकचेन में? समझ रहे हैं ना ब्लॉकचेन क्या है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Yeah, I have one question. Do anyone has already done the project in .NET and familiar with the .NET? Is there any student who has done the project in the .NET and familiar with the .NET earlier? Okay, no one has done the project on the .NET, but Visual Studio you know, right? How many of you know the Visual Studio, and how many of you have already installed Visual Studio in your computer? No one has Visual Studio? Okay, no problem. And what are the other things you want to learn in the blockchain? Is there anyone who has any idea that he want to learn this thing in the blockchain course? किसी को कहीं सीखने पाएंगे तो अच्छा होगा, कुछ लग रहा है ब्लॉकचेन सब्जेक्ट में? कुछ आइडिया है? आप शेयर करते सकते?
मैम ब्लॉकचेन में जो मेटावर्स का साइड है, आई वुड लाइक टू लर्न दैट.
Okay, we will think and we will try to put this in the course syllabus also. Okay, you want to learn the metaverse side. Okay, I'm noting it. Okay, किसी को कोई है प्रॉब्लम, कुछ क्वेश्चन से कहिए. मेरा हिंदी अच्छा नहीं है, कुछ मिस्टेक हो गया है तो माफ करिए. Okay, Rohit sir, I think we don't have much things to discuss here, and students also don't have the much things to ask.
So yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Satya. Thank you all the GL Bajaj people. It was great to have you on the webinar, and I am really hoping to see someone from you winning one of the 10 prizes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, guys, if you need any help, do reach to us. So you can contact with Mr. Manish. He'll be able to redirect to us, or you can reach to us through our social media. You just search for me. My name is Rohit Gupta. You can search for Satya. Her phone name is Satya Karki. So sure, you'll be able to find her. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you. It was a great session having you all.
Okay,
Anything else
thank
Thank you
you
so
want
much,
to
sir.
say?
Thank you, sir. Rohit, sir.
Okay, great, great.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Satya ma'am.
everyone.
It's was really a nice session.
yeah. Wait, I have one assignment for you. Okay. Assignment is go through the below article from the CSAP corner and complete all the steps. Okay. In CSAP corner, let me show you. You can go through this article. Write your first smart contract on a status blockchain. Here, my sir has demonstrated what is the status platform in shortly explain and what are the prerequisites. Download and install the Visual Studio. That is the first step. I asked the question that how many of you have already installed the Visual Studio. This one you can do and install the smart contract template. You just follow this article and get the knowledge about it. And then if you face any issue or the problem, you can contact me. Or if you are not able to complete these articles all step, then we can organize the another session and there we can do the lab. I will demonstrate how you can do this one. Okay, that's not a problem. But first time you try by yourself and I will see how many of you will be completing all the steps from this article. This will give you all the overview of the Stratis platform, how to write the smart contract, and how to deploy in the blockchain network. That's overview you will get. Beside this, you can go through the another article. Simple 3 ways to get started with the Stratis blockchain development. You can go to CSAP corner and search from here or from the technology that I already demonstrated to you from the technology status blockchain, and here you will get the article, this article, 3 simple steps to get started. This one also you go through and you complete the step 1 and the 2. There are three methods, but you follow the 1 and 2. Okay, in the next session I will ask some question from here and I will see how many of you have successfully can do this and completed this, and based on that we can plan for the another lab or the event for on this. Okay, let me go back to the slide. This too is a assignment for you. Okay, thank you all, and I heard that you have an exam. Best of luck for your exam, and न्यू ईयर ऑल्सो कमिंग. सो आप सभी को न्यू ईयर का, क्रिसमस का शुभकामनाएं. हमारा नेक्स्ट सेशन अगले साल पे होगा. आई थिंक दिस इज आवर लास्ट सेशन इन दिस ईयर इन जियाल बजाज. थैंक यू एवरीवन.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank
Best
you.
of luck to
Thank you,
all for
Rohit.
your exams.
Bye.
Best of luck.
Thank you,
Best
ma'am.
of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Satya. Thank you, Rohit, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
I think students learn more and find the assignment.
Yeah, definitely.